Yo guys, so I'm here to do something that I don't usually do, which is talk about the game that's gonna come out and that I'm hyped for. And that is the Resident Evil 2 remake, or as some fans call it, Remake 2. Ari, get it? When Resident Evil 2 remake was first announced, I was really hyped. Resident Evil 4 may have always been and probably always will be my favorite in the series, but Resident Evil 2 is right afterwards. I love the campaign, I love the horror elements to it, I love the design of the police station, everything. And I was really hyped, and I wanted the remake to be like the remake of the original Resident Evil, just better graphics, better voice acting, puzzles, different puzzles, and maybe a new side story added. That's what they did with the remake of the original Resident Evil, and I love that one. Actually, my top 3 might be Resident Evil 4, then 2, then remake. Sorry, remake! And now, at E3, we finally got a glimpse of the trailer. And then we also got like 21 minutes of gameplay. And the first thing I noticed, of course, is that the gameplay is back to third person. I can understand why, but I really wanted it to be just a remake because, well, when I saw another trailer and it showed glimpses of the gameplay, the first thing that came to my mind was, it's not gonna be that scary. Third person gives you an OP aiming ability when compared to the original games, at least. I do have to say though that I was proven wrong with the demonstration, the 21 minutes demonstration. It's scary. Zombie encounters in the original games were really tactical. You had the zombies there, you would try to avoid them since there were limited amounts of ammo given to you, so you have to think about that every time you shoot. You have to take that into consideration. Here apparently there will be limited ammo again, but it's much easier to aim now. Thankfully, they made the zombies much stronger, so it kind of evens out. And it seems like the zombie attacks will have a lot of jump scare effect, which I was kind of scared, put on quotes, of what it would be like. I was scared it was not going to be that scary, since jump scare is not horror, it's just like, boo, you jump and then you laugh at it. Like, oh my god, how did I get scared by this shit? But apparently no. It's gonna be the good kind of jump scare. It comes at, like in the original Resi 2. It comes at you, but the danger is not gone. The enemy is still there. I'm thinking of the interrogation room jump scare from Resident Evil 2. Oh god, that scared the shit out of me. It's really good, really good. It seems like it's gonna be that way. Jump scare, a boo factor, but the danger is still there. You can't just laugh at it afterwards. Thank you. They are going more mainstream, but they are not going too mainstream. Another thing that I have to talk about, and I don't know why I didn't talk about it yet, is the graphics. The game looks absolutely stunning. I was looking at the demonstration and my eyes were having orgasms because I was identifying the areas from the original Resi 2 and comparing it to how it was organized in the remake, how the graphics were. Some things were put in another place, I can tell that, but I gotta say, they're doing a fine job from what I've seen. If the rest of the game is as good and filled with love and passion as this, it's gonna be good. One thing that they rearranged was the appearance of the Lickers. One of the coolest enemies ever, and the scene in Resi 2, it's one of the best scenes in the game, one of the best scenes in the franchise. It's really good and scary, especially for the time. But at night, it doesn't matter the time. You're scared. It's great. But it wasn't there, and I get why they did that. They have to rearrange things to better work around the gameplay. It would suck if they would simply leave the police station the same, and then just put the third-person perspective. No, they have to change things, and I can kind of understand that they wouldn't put it right in the beginning of the game. Because, well, the original Resident Evils were really focused on you just running and avoiding the enemies. But now, it's not focused on that. There's no opening doors, no cutscene for opening doors. The doors open. You simply walk to them, you open them. The zombies can go after you, everything. Although I hope they don't go after you in the Save rooms. Save rooms are supposed to be safe. And in the beginning of the game, when you first find the liquor, you try to run. You still don't have the fucking shotgun. You can't do squat then. So you try to run. Here, since it's no longer focused on running and more focused on encounters, they're still running from zombies, but it's not us focused on it. And since it's not that focused on it, they had to change things and they had to rearrange it since people wouldn't run from him like they should. And I get that. Change things to better fit the gameplay style, and I understand that. I just hope that the scene when the liquor finally appears in the remake is at least half as good and thrilling and well set up as the one in the original Resi 2. I mean, you're not expecting a strong enemy like that to appear right in the beginning of the game, so it catches you by surprise. But one thing I'm skeptical about is that another one of the greatest scenes in Resident Evil 2 is when you're walking through a corridor, nothing happens. You go back to that corridor, hands pop to the walls and try to grab you. It's a great jump scare. The danger doesn't go away just with a pop. You have to try to avoid it. It's great, but I don't know how it will work with this gameplay style. I'm really skeptical of it, and I really want it to be there. So basically, they're gonna have to change things. I don't know how they're gonna change some things and still keep classical elements of the game, but they're trying to do their own thing. If they change a few things, I'll forgive it. I mean, right in the beginning, when you first enter the police station, there's a table and there's a statue. Original game, table in the back, statue in the front. Remake, they switched it. One thing I have to say though is that the game seems to want to be more focused on story. Resident Evil, I don't care what you say, Resident Evil does not have good stories. It's ridiculous and it takes itself way too serious for what it is, except for 4. But at least 2 knew when to be serious, but it also wasn't that focused on story. It was gameplay first, gameplay second, gameplay third, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and story only at 10. But, well, maybe they'll do a fine job with it. I hope they do. But yeah. I'm psyched for it. I probably won't be able to play it because my PC is not good enough and I don't have a PS4 and I refuse to get an Xbox One. But well, I'll see gameplays. Probably YouTubers I like will play it and I'll see them enjoying this masterpiece. If it is a masterpiece as good as the... Look, if it's half as good as the Resident Evil 2, I'll be happy. So, these are my opinions on the game. It seems like it's gonna be real good. I'm hopeful for it. Well, that was it. Bye-bye. Yeah, I forgot to talk about the appearance of the characters. I can't believe I forgot to talk about that. But it's gonna be quick. Leon looks really good. I'm still kind of getting used to it since I'm really used to the Resident Evil 4 look, or the original Resi 2 look, or the Resi 6 look. Oh god, I hate that game. But yeah, he looks good here. Is like kind of how I would imagine a younger Leon to look. So good job on that. Ada, I haven't seen much from her, so can't really tell. Lickers weren't really that shown, but from glimpses I could see looked good. Zombies look really good. I love the fact that you can actually damage and the damage is seen. Also the damage you take is seen on the character, so that's really good. And stays there. Mr. X, we saw a little bit of it and it looked good. And Claire. Now Claire's where I'm kind of... she's supposed to be younger. Yes, but that just seems too fucking young compared to the Claire we used to. Yes, her face should be kind of round since the original model was like that, but that just seems a bit too much. But we'll see, maybe in the game it will work better. I mean, she didn't seem that bad in the trailer, but although in the cover art it really seems weird. But other than that, it's good. Again, I'm psyched.